pre-market analysis of Nifty, where on a chart we try to make informed guesses of where buyers and sellers are. This is Nifty on a daily time frame, and these are the supports, resistances, and fair value gaps that we drew yesterday. We had said in the previous video that this is a large zone of liquidity of buy orders in Nifty, and this is a level of liquidity of sell orders in Nifty. So it's a game of who blinks first. If there is fresh selling comes in, then all this liquidity buy side liquidity is taken and then it falls. If fresh buying comes in, it has to move up from here and then eat out all this sell side liquidity and then move up. So it's a game of wait and watch for us traders, and game of who blinks first for the big players who move the market. As usual, let's go delete all the previous day's analysis and start afresh. For first timers, what we do here is we try to deduce a bias on these time frames, starting from the monthly time frame down all the way to the hourly time frame, and also make informed guesses of where sellers and buyers are on each time frame. This is an indicator I am just testing. There are a few bugs I'm trying to fix in it, and that's just there for my reference. I could just hide it, but let it be there. I'm building it uh, um, in everyone's view. I would say it just builds my accountability. Now, on a monthly time frame, Nifty does not have a bias. So that's the reason you have no not sure written in the box. So it just means that there are no higher lows formed for bullish bias, or no lower highs formed for bearish bias. So until the month of February, it was bullish. There was a higher low formed, and in the month of March, it was violently violated, and all those buyers have now turned sellers. So that is where the sellers are on a monthly time frame. Let me put a thicker line, and the color is wrong. It should be red. And right now, where I know buyers are for sure is right here. So what we do here is we just mark out areas where we are sure there are sell orders, large sell orders, and sure there are large buy orders. What I'm saying is, you see, there is a swing low being formed here. By the end of the month, this line could come all the way right here, if that low is not invalidated before the end of the month. So we have to wait for the candle close to reduce those biases. Moving over to the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, Nifty is bearish. This is a swing high. This is a lower swing high, and that's the reason Nifty is bearish. And yesterday I had marked out this fair value gap on a weekly time frame, just to prove that there is a large liquidity pool here of buy orders. It is still there, and this is where the buyers are. Now sellers as usual is here, and a level to be protected for the sellers is this swing high. So our weekly time frame is here and here. Let me mark it. This is the weekly sellers level. Let's mark it in a thinner line in red color. This is the weekly buyers level, green color. Going over to the daily time frame. It was not sure yesterday. It is not sure today, because there was a swing high and there's no lower swing high formed till now. And there is a swing low. There was a higher low, but that was invalidated. But we have 1 and 2 fair value gaps, bearish fair value gaps formed in the daily time frame. I'll mark it in red. So, oops, even if Nifty decides to go up, there's a large pool of sell order liquidity here. Then there's sell order liquidity here. Then this is the big sellers out there. So Doesn't look good for Nifty on a weekly and daily time frame. Coming to the 4-hour time frame, on a 4-hour time frame, Nifty is bearish because this is a swing high and this is a lower swing high. There are fair value gaps there, but it becomes too many marks. If you see in this weekly time frame, today Nifty had taken support almost at the midpoint of this fair value gap, going over. And what's the bias here? It's bearish. It was bearish yesterday. Going over to the hourly time frame, on an hourly time frame, Nifty is bearish. Oh, no, it is not bearish. My mistake. Now, if you see here, this is a swing high. That high is invalidated. This is a swing low, and this is a higher low. So on an hourly time frame, Nifty is bullish. In these times, I do not know if this matters. I mean, if the bias on the smaller time frame matters, because it is all major violent movements on macroeconomic events. So it must be the larger time frames that rule the charts. In such scenarios, the lower time frame, the biases on the smaller time frame become irrelevant, and the larger time frames take over. Well, let's see what holds good for Nifty. Metals were the drivers today. Metals drove. Gold and silver are flying. Every other metal is flying. So, like it was prophesied in the age of AI, metals will be your savior. So let's see what happens in the coming days. Metals and metal mining and distribution companies are all flying. That's it from my side. Once again, I'm not a certified analyst and I just do this for educational purpose. Thank you.